I'm Joe Gazer.
And I'm Kat Uriarte. So we begin at City Hall with new developments in the Mark Scott controversy.
Yeah, you'll remember back in September, Scott resigned from the council before his term would have ended. At the time, he said it was to comply with rules that would otherwise have prevented him from running for mayor in 2018.
So according to outside counsel, Scott is still part of the council, and today, council members were deciding if they should reprimand Scott for his actions. And late this evening, they came back with a decision.
Basically a victory for Scott. Our Bill Churchwell live at City Hall tonight with the details on this top story. Bill?
Council members coming out of executive session about 5 o'clock this evening here at City Hall, announcing a reprimand for Councilmember Mark Scott. They also plan to review the charter. Scott will also be required to return any money he received during his absence from council. Now, while none of this will impact Scott's intentions to run for mayor in 2018, a petition submitted on Monday by citizens could have an impact. It calls for Scott's removal from council, saying he failed to fulfill his duties when he submitted his resignation back in September. And outside legal counsel said that Scott is still a member of the council because he was never replaced, and Scott was back today and present, sitting in his old seat. I spoke with him following today's outcome. He tells me that he does not agree with council's decision, but says that he doesn't feel like he did anything wrong, but will respect the decision today. As far as the petition, council could not address it because it was not on today's agenda, but it is something that could come back up at a future meeting. Reporting live from City Hall, Bill Churchwell, 3 News. Now back to you.
All right, and as we understand it, if he is removed from the council, if that does happen, then he would be prevented from running for mayor. That's what the city charter says, but more to come on that. But for now, a victory for Scott. And tonight we're hearing from a resident who...
From Kris TV, this is 6 News at 6.
Mark Scott attends his first city council meeting since he submitted his resignation last month to run for mayor.
And one of the first items heard by the council today was a petition to remove Scott from his at-large seat. Good evening, and thank you so much for being with us. Mark Scott's political roller coaster ride took some more twists and turns today.
Now, he returned to his at-large seat facing possible impeachment. Our Caroline Flores attended that meeting. She joins us now. So, Caroline, what is Scott's status at this point?
Lee, he's still in the council, but on the outs with fellow council members. Just minutes ago, the city council announced it is reprimanding Mark Scott. He will have to reimburse the city council for the meetings he missed since September 14th, the date his resignation went into effect. Now, the citizens' petition to remove him from his at-large seat ended up not being discussed today, but during today's public comment, 6 people addressed the city council about Mark Scott, and all of them were calling for his removal. As Mark Scott returned to his seat as an at-large city council member for the first time in over a month. Mark Scott?
Here.
Folks lined up to give their opinion on whether or not the city should remove Councilman Mark Scott from office.
I'm asking you to hold a high standard. I'm asking you as a council to be a people of integrity.
For Corpus Christi, the body of Christ, to be great, we must be good. Please do right.
The petition to remove Mark Scott from office was just submitted to the city yesterday, citing willful neglect in performance of duties and missing 3 consecutive council meetings without a leave of absence, something the city charter lists as grounds for removal. Scott has told us he was resigned the majority of that time, so he feels he's really only missed 2 meetings. And today, the woman who filed the petition told the city council why she resorted to this measure.
During his absences, the City Council voted or acted upon the city budget for 2016-17 and Plan CC, which outlines the future of our city for the next 20 years. Failure to participate in decisions pertaining to these 2 issues showed gross disregard for the best interest of the citizens of the city of Corpus Christi.
As for Mark Scott's plans to run for mayor in 2018, well, Scott believes he's eligible. The city council doesn't agree. We'll explain why tonight at 10. Jen?
Caroline, thank you so much for the update. An execution date has been set for